thought of the day was like, but I found a girl in you. Your dream came true.
JHEEZE.
It's been a while, mate. Actually, it probably hasn't seemed that long to you because I've got a backlog of content.
JHEEZE.
I've got a lot to fill you guys in on. The reason why I've been a bit like low-key on the content recently is because I've been holidaying, mate, in Cornwall, and it was pretty naughty. Didn't take the camera, just took a little bit of time off, but I'm back now and gonna hit the ground
Running, mate, yes.
So that basically explains why I wasn't able to attend Creamfields, which is unfortunate because the boys looked like they had a mad time, but it's all good. I had a mad summer as it is. Still got quite a few events coming up in September. Hospitality in the Park or potentially Tokyo World are both on the cards, mate. They should be pretty naughty. So I know my Boomtown video isn't out yet. I'm basically just still trying to figure out how I want to edit this video because I've got an idea in my head, but I just need to try and put it into practice. It's easier said than done and it's going to take a bit of time. So I'm going to take my time with it, see what I can do and release it when I can, mate.
JHEEZE.
Right, so update number one is that. What's update number one? My absolute merch. JHEEZE. We're getting low on stock on our second relaunch. I've probably only got about 10 smalls and 10 mediums left, mate, and I'm not sure when I'm going to restock them, if I am at all. So if you want to grab one of these tees, the first ever design of Mr Raving Face, then I'd probably grab one soon because, not gonna lie, they're
Naughty.
moving on to bigger and better thing. Well, actually not bigger and definitely maybe not better, but different, mate. You see this bucket hat that Mo made? Well, your boy's been working on some Mr Raving Face designs, and after sampling a fair few bucket hats I've ordered online, I've come to the conclusion that this naughty boy is the one that I'm going to go with, right, basically. So, you got holes, mate, for the breathability, and it's basically, it's a similar design to this one, to be fair. Not exactly the same. However, what I'm planning on doing, and if I can put it into practice, it will be naughty, is on the front, yeah. JHEEZE. On the front here, it's going to have my Mr Raving Face embroidered logo, just like it, like on the back of the t-shirt, same logo, but embroidered, so it'll be smaller. And then under here, JHEEZE, it will say yes mate. So then like you can be walking around in your bucket hat with your Mr Raving Face logo, then you flip it up, yes mate. Or some girls always like wear their bucket hat with the front flipped up like that, so then it will say yes mate. See what I'm saying? So if I can put that design into practice, it will be legit and naughty AF. JHEEZE. Yeah, so as you guys saw, I went on a walk this morning. Gee, that was like tiring, I'm not gonna lie, but what I was doing is I was re-listening to the mix that I recorded last night, and I'm just about to make it go live onto my SoundCloud now, mate, because it's pretty naughty and I'm happy with how it's come out. So it's called August Bank Holiday D&B Sesh. Literally, as we speak, this is going to be made live, I will then tell the Instagram Absolute Wob Squadron that there is a new mix live on my Mr Raving Face SoundCloud. So if you don't follow me on SoundCloud, then like search Mr Raving Face and find me, mate. I'm nothing special, but like I'm just practicing, and to be fair, like it's pretty lively. And then also on Instagram I'm Mr Raving Face, so like plug city, mate. JHEEZE, yes mate, so I've just made my new mix go live on SoundCloud. I basically wanted to make a mix where I mix some like euphoric bangers with some dirty tracks, and I've just been for a walk and listened to this back, and it's pretty naughty, mate. So I'll put on the next story the link to what it is, and there you go, there's your bank holiday gym sesh music sorted. You might even want to listen to it twice, mate, because it's fucking filthy, mate. JHEEZE. Another thing I'm going to start doing more is basically, I feel like I need to start reading more, because I used to read like, okay, actually that's a complete lie, I never really used to read, I haven't really ever at all in my whole entire life. I'm pretty sure I've read about 2 books, mate. But I do want to start reading more, some just like motivational stuff, maybe before bed, just so it helps me sleep in that. But this is one of the books that I'm reading at the moment, and it's pretty legit. It's just about like charisma, which I'm not sure what that word means actually, and influence. Apparently, like I'm low-key, actually, I don't really think I'm an influencer. Maybe I influence people to do shit, but who knows? Anyway, reading's good for you. And that book actually came with like this audio, like kind of online card thing. Apparently, if you put this on online, then you can like hypnotize yourself or something like that. I'm pretty sure there's more to it than that, but it's actually the perfect like kind of card. It comes with like many like, don't know if that's what you're meant to use a motivational like self-help book for, but yeah, basically it's really good. Nah, I'm fucking joking, mate. Calm down, jeez. This is actually creatine, and I'm just going to do it straight to the dome. Wouldn't recommend doing that because it tastes really like, don't even taste of anything, it's just like a really weird texture and consistency. You're meant to do 5 grams of that. Obviously my mouth isn't a weighing scale, mate, so I have no idea how much I do, but I'm assuming it's roughly 5 grams. JHEEZE, okay, so I'm currently at home at the moment. I'm actually my mum and dad's house. Because it's bank holiday, everyone's home, mate. So let's go and see what the parents are doing. Pretty sure mum's in the garden. She usually just likes to chill out there.
Imitations out the kidney, so we hit them with the tech.
Oi! Yes, me! Tormaki G! Skanking runs in the family, mate.
Yay!
Tell them what you did in Switzerland.
We skanked in public in Switzerland.
Clap your hands, I'll put it on the screen. Yes,
On the
me!
mountain. Yes, mate!
Public skanking in Switzerland.
I twist the neck, I'm looking for a fish to catch.
Yes, boys, okay, I'm about to head to the gym. It's 20 to 11 right now, and this is a sad moment because this is going to be my last ever wob pill session, which is not ideal, mate. I'm about to insert this bad boy. Right, the next update is I'm going to be competing in a powerlifting meet, which is super spontaneous. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to do one this year because they were all full up, but the Southeast Powerlifting released another meet because I think one of the gyms was said that they couldn't, and now that they can, which is naughty. So that puts me 5 weeks out as of yesterday, because I'm pretty sure the meet's on a Sunday, from my meet, which is not ideal really, considering that because I thought I wasn't going to be training in a powerlifting meet, my training has not been powerlifting orientated really, and not necessarily optimal either, because I haven't really been devoting as much time to training or seeing it as a priority recently. So after a week off on holiday in Cornwall, not training once, I came back and had a squat bench deadlift session, and I'm weak as fuck. Like literally, I couldn't squat 160 kilos, I couldn't bench 110, and I couldn't deadlift over 180, which is not ideal. But I've got 4 weeks, 5 weeks to turn that around. I'm going to be doing my own program. The sessions are actually going to be pretty short, because when it comes to powerlifting, especially when you're like peaking for a meet, you just want to cut out like all accessory lifts, because you don't want to be accumulating fatigue across like different individual muscle parts. You're not training for hypertrophy. It's all about your compounds and mates. So basically, volume of sessions in terms of exercises is a lot less, and hopefully that will promote recovery. And it's really weird, because you saw in my previous video that I managed to bench 100 for 7. Now, I'm not sure what came over me. I don't know like what happened that day. I don't know if it was just adrenaline kicking in and my body just sort of like going into some mental state where, like, you know, they always say where if you feel like you're hyped up, you can perform to crazy, like do mad crazy stuff. Well, that might have happened on that session, because I tried to bench 100 like a week after and I struggled to do it for 4. So either with the plates at that place are fake, or I just became superior for a day. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to gym now. I'm gonna see how it goes, and I'm pretty excited because I haven't trained. Like after a week of training, my motivation is back. Jeez. So I'm gonna skank to the gym and see how the session goes.
Gets lit in the rave, yakking, blazing, piff in the rave. Keep your girl on a leash, cause you know I might take your chick in the rave. It gets lit in the rave, yakking, blazing, piff in the rave. Keep your girl on a leash, cause you know I might take your chick in the rave. It gets lit in the rave, yakking, blazing, piff in the rave. Keep your girl on a leash, cause you know I might take your chick in the rave. Them man are talking a chat, man I keep catching them slipping. Not walking a walk, it's a fact. Them man are acting a villain. It gets lit in the rave, yakking, blazing, piff in the rave. Keep your girl on a leash, cause you know I might take your chick in the rave. It gets lit in the rave, yakking, blazing, piff in the rave. Keep your girl on a leash, cause you know I might take your chick in the rave. Now that I'm back to dimension, man I come back with a vengeance. Walk in the spot and I drop one track that I know will grab their attention.
Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a virus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a minus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a virus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a virus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a minus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, but enough of them a virus. Give it up, love that serve no purpose. Delete, them all go come for hype up.
JHEEZE, okay, relatively successful session there. As you guys saw, I only filmed my bench pressing for you guys because pretty much that's the only important thing when it comes to this powerlifting programming. The accessories, which weren't very many of them, literally did Larsen press, which is a variation of bench press, and then dumbbell single arm rows and dumbbell tricep extensions on the incline bench. Literally 4 exercises. Been here quite a while. I've been taking my time with rest times. Been quite active on Instagram, which is what I wouldn't really recommend during a session, but when you're doing powerlifting stuff, you want to take longer rest times anyway, mate. Jeez. Didn't actually manage to hit all of my numbers. I wanted to get 92.5 for a 3x5 on paused bench, and actually got 5, 4, went back and did 1, and then the last rep only managed 3, had to go back and do 2, mate. Not ideal, but we'll get that strength back up. We've got deadlifts tomorrow, which should be pretty naughty. Geez, gonna get home now and get some food in me, because man is hungry. Jeez, it is hot, boys and girls. Literally like 32 degrees out there. I'm sweating. Right, I'm actually going to end the video here because I need to spend the second half of this day editing. Finally, quickly actually, before I go, what I want to say is go back to the topic of the absolute Mr Raving Face bucket hat. If you're interested, or if you would actually purchase one of my bucket hats, then comment down below, because I need to see how many to order basically, because I'm not sure if I'll do a relaunch of these. I might just do it as like a one-off thing. So if like realistically, people who are going to order it are probably the people who'd watch to the end of my videos, which is why I'm saying it now. So comment down below, be like, yes mate, would like cop one of the Mr Raving Face bucket hats, mate. But I just need to do some research, like market research, and see what the demand is before I put an order in. Maybe 25 units or like 50. Jeez, if I order 50 and like 50 of them sell, I'll be on a level, mate, because that'll be naughty as fuck. Like, I'm starting to get low on money, I'm not gonna lie, and like any profit that will be made from like these bucket hats, I basically will allow me to go to more sessions, mate, and then make more content. So it's like really weird, but you will help me get fucked up, go to events, and in return I'll give you mad videos from those events. Sick, mate. Jeez. Thank you very much for watching the video. You're all absolute legends. Fucking yes, mate.